We are doing this in a way that the car business says is impossible, and that I personally believe clients will have said they wished has been happening for years. TMAC is a little bit of a movement. It's a little bit of an ideal in which, after being employees of these large franchise and typical car dealerships for a long time, me and Alden have come around and said, how crazy is it going to be?
It's kind of the opposite of every other car dealership you're going to go to, right? I want a sales process that's nothing like the other car dealerships. I want a vibe, the staff, the vehicles themselves, all of it I want to do differently.
Tiki Motors Adventure Cars, other than a car dealership, it's a small industry revolution. It's a passion project, and at its base, it's a Seattle small business. We are appealing to the client in a way that most dealerships, if not all, have never considered doing. And we are knowledgeable and capable to offer products and to create purpose builds and to give somebody an outlet towards adventure that no one else is able to really find. It started with me and Alden, man. We see this business from two very different angles, but we have the same goal. The humility on our part, I'd like to think, is us recognizing that we didn't come up with these brands, we didn't build these vehicles, but we support them and we appreciate them, and we want to be able to introduce to other people what it is that we see in these things. The history that surrounds these brands is really at the root of what this particular business is about. You look at certain things that are made throughout the history of this country, right? Ray-Ban Aviators, Levi's 501s. This is a product that was made so well the first time and became so ingrained in the DNA of this country that it never had to change ever again. Jeep, Toyota, Subaru. These are brands that have that sort of relation to people's background and history. The sound, the name Jeep, literally comes from the two letters GP put together when referencing the general purpose transportation vehicle during World War II. This is a vehicle that was made to do one thing and one thing alone, and that was try and save lives when we were fighting probably the most noble fight this country's ever come across. These companies have shown just what they're capable of when it comes down to helping somebody traverse as much land as possible. And so while we offer any and all late model or historical automobiles, and we have a lot of inventory that's across the board, those three makes are really important to us. Oftentimes, relatively life-changing events can come along with having a vessel for adventure. What you find adventurous versus what I find adventurous, neither one of them is wrong, and they could be completely different. Community is the lifeblood of what we're doing, right? No matter how much of a passion project this is, we're passionate about it because of what we're trying to do. We're trying to expose people to the excitement that comes along from, having some vessel for adventure.